It's that time. Meteorologist Tim Cha previews his full to Virginia's forecast.
Greetings, Tim. Mere minutes into Friday. How many layers should shoppers don later today?
Ooh, maybe about 2, maybe 3 if you're really sensitive to the cold, because it's going to be pretty chilly. Now, we've been dropping into the 20s all evening, and that's going to continue through the overnight hours. We started off with snow, and now we're seeing some sleet and freeze rain on top of that snow. And we may even see a little bit of that rain for the late overnight hours.
That we will see some warming up, even just a little bit. We'll take even a smidgen, as long as there's not any more negatives on the temperature board here.
Yeah, thankfully, I think will be the last morning we'll see temperatures either at 0 or below 0. We're going to start that warming trend just a little bit, step-by-step process.
And we need to get you up to speed. If you're heading to the bus stop or the workplace, bundle up. He's made his way live outside of our Bluefield studios right now. It's very rare that Tim makes his way live outside of our Bluefield studios, which must mean that precipitation is coming down. Good morning, Tim.
Hey, good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Rihanna. Yeah, we're seeing some light snowfall around the area just outside of our studios. In fact, it's kind of blowing a little bit. Just a little bit of that wind making it feel a lot colder with the snow. I've been looking outside of our studios right now. Right now, the roadway is looking pretty wet, but I'm noticing our parking lot starting to see a little bit of that snow cover as those temperatures are into the middle 20s. As the snow just really started to pick up just within the last few minutes. As we take a look at your morning commute forecast, again, we're going to see some slick spots, especially on the bridges and overpasses, as temperatures stay steady into the middle 20s. And notice those temperatures doesn't move all that much. We stay into the lower to middle 20s by the afternoon with another band of heavy snow likely moving across the region. Of course, I'll break down the rest of your forecast coming up in just a little bit. I'll toss it back to you, Rihanna. We're really starting to cool things off in certain locations. Still holding on to 50 degrees from Beckley, Oak Hill over towards Rainier and Pineville. 49 degrees right now over in Welch and McDowell County. As I mentioned, those temperatures will continue to take a tumble overnight with clear skies, light winds. We're going to radiate all that little bit of that warmth we gathered during the daytime, allowing for these temperatures to cool down into the lower to middle 40s. The futurecast temperatures we kick off Monday morning into the 50s, but look to the north and west. Upper Midwest has those chilly temperatures into the 40s. That's going to be sliding to the east as we progress through the new work week. Pretty much I-64 to the south. That's where we're starting to see more of that shower, some heavier downpours that time over towards Mercer County, back across towards Buchanan, Tazewell, McDowell County, Bland, and Wythe County. Seeing some of that steady rain. Let's break it down in your futurecast. There's that rain, and as I mentioned, if you're north of I-64, you're not going to see much for the overnight hours. It's pretty much to the south, and that will continue on at least through the morning hours. This whole line is going to continue to push to the east as finally the stall front about it. We've been talking about this for several days now. It just continues to linger here, but eventually this cold front finally has enough push to push this stall front boundary eastward.
How long can we expect the snow to keep falling from the sky today? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rihanna. Yeah, we're going to see the snow continue for another couple of hours before it tapers off in the afternoon. And as you mentioned, it is snowing out here. Temperatures are into the lower 20s right now. And so this snow is sticking pretty easily onto any untreated roadways, like your neighborhood streets, the side streets, secondary streets, maybe partially snow covered this morning. Morning hours, this is where we could see that moderate to heavy snow band move around the region. Could be some heavier bursts of snow, and if we do see some heavy bursts of snow, that's going to bring some of that colder air aloft down toward the surface and drop those temperatures to likely below freezing during the day on Monday. Light to moderate snow during the afternoon hours, and it will taper off to some flurries, and it'll start to see some black ice concern likely by the evening. So it will definitely have some impacts for the morning commute with that heavy burst of snow, and then by the evening commute, it could be more of that black ice issue. Now, this stall front barrier will eventually start to dissipate as this cold front is going to take up a lot of its energy and bring some rain showers coming in, likely for the rest of your Sunday. It's not going to rain the whole day Sunday, so keep that in mind, but there will be waves of rain, even a couple of thunderstorms moving through the region. And as this front finally pushes through the area, it's going to cool things down there. So much colder air coming in, especially by Tuesday morning here. We're talking about lows into the 20s. We got up to the 80s today. Now we're talking about 20s for your morning lows. Maybe not get out of the 40s for highs on your Tuesday. After a relatively quiet work week and quiet start to the weekend, we got some active weather to talk about for your Sunday. Now there is a risk, a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for a few strong to severe thunderstorms. We're mainly looking at damaging winds for any of the line of storm that's going to be developing to our west. Now the main line will be pushing to the east overnight, weakening, but it's going to likely redevelop as we head towards Sunday afternoon. The time frame for our area, right around 2 to 5 p.m., give or take, depending on the speed of the line of storms. As we head towards the afternoon hours, I'm talking about maybe 2, 3 o'clock, we'll start to see some showers move in. If we do see any severe storms, it'll likely be from this line producing some damaging wind gusts. It has some mid-level rotations, and this is continuing to push to the east. So again, for Tazewell County, the warning is until 2 p.m., and for Bland and Mercer counties for 2:30 p.m. Again, the tornado warning storm for McDowell County has moved out of McDowell County, is now moving into Mercer County and Summers County. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, because this storm is continuing to push to the north and east. And it's probably hard to tell if this is a tornado because there's some strong winds with it, but also rain-wrapped winds. So it's very hard to tell whether or not this could be a tornado on the ground right now. Of course, we haven't really seen any confirmation reports as of right now, but of course, this is something we'll keep an eye on as it continues to cross to the north and the east. We're a little after midnight now, so today is Monday, which is the first day of fall, which actually begins at 2:19 p.m. So we still got about another 12 hours or so for the official start of fall.
Had to get all technical with us, Tim, didn't you? 2:19 p.m. It's fall right now. It's Monday. It's fall.
Tim, I'm freezing just hearing you talk about that.
Yeah, I think I saw it in Florida. It was in the 70s.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need some warm, hot turkey. I don't need this cold turkey. We'll send Raposa back to the Ocean State. He can deal with that.